Tell her pipe that loud talk down cause they ain't making noise. Yeah, homie, we them boys who they be preaching about. If you see LT around, Reballer's bound to make a crowd. Let him try.
Any, money, mo, I knock them down 3 in a row. From the street straight to the field, from the field right to the show. All my dogs are trained to go. Make sure my people don't work no more. Been let down so many times and stabbed my back. I swear it don't hurt no more. Got dirt all on my hands, but I still watching and count this money. I had to stop rocking so many chains. I was trying to work out and it hurt my stomach. I get them wrapped, that boy mommy. Black on black, this Maybach done. When times was dark, we stood on the block around the clock. Now my life, son. I had to make it out. Rest in peace to Dolph. I took that paper out. Wanted some more laying out on the door and bought my neighbor's house. I done so many favors for some people. Feel like I'm favored out. No eating in, we taking out. Same people who was cheering, they hating now, but so what? Dan Marino seats inside this Rolls truck, they dolphin blue. Big homie, y'all little boys better remember who y'all talking to. It's gonna cost you like a 50 for me and the gang, and we just walking through. We counting money often too.
We got London on the trip.
Whole club selling out of hitters doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's that made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Yeah, whole club selling out of hitters doing stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my radius. All I talk about, and that's what really made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. The whole club. My crown way too white to be shooting in the eyes. I'm sleeping good.
From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the L.A. Chargers. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Let's go now. 19 Chargers. Check man.
The drive will start with an option going left. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it. Most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Buying time to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season, and that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me?
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Khalil Mack coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. The kick by Carlson is good.
Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Herbert. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the 1st down there, help them relax a little bit.
A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Again, Herbert steps away to his left. This will be caught at about the 3. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Eckler will score. Touchdown, Chargers. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's to the Notre Dame man, Michael Mayer. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Just one catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the first. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. They'll set up a throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. Throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end, Parham. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Tyree Wilson. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Raiders pick it up. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Off the option, here's Jacobs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's 2nd and 8. He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. And he is going to lose yardage here. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw here. And that'll be incomplete.
Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Over the middle, he's got Mayer. And down inside the 15 he goes. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all. As we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage. But it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force. And they had that to pick up the first down.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Raiders have regained the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going.
Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up, then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw here, Herbert.
And that's into the hands of Eckler.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A great effort there. 32 yards. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is now 14-10. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And Hall not going to bring this one out. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So he stopped for no gain, and it's second down. Looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver. And he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Back to throw again. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. 2nd and 9 now. Into space at the 45. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually...
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Chargers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
On the move to his left. Now a deep one for Johnston. And this one is incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. The final shot before the break for Herbert. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
And they run the option on second down. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a third down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Here's Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Down the left sideline. And he's going to be taken out of bounds, but not before he gets this all the way down to the 10. A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards. On first down, it's Herbert. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Myers. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up second down. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 83 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds, to continue to move people.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's second down. Now 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 12 more yards there and another first down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
He'll drop to throw. To the left side, there's Mayer. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Josh McDaniels has got faith in his offense, and he's going to have him go for 2. They'll try to run it with Jacobs. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down into those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Now he's free at the 35. He may go.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the third quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Jordan Brooks with it.
And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going.
And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
Great start to the second quarter, better than 30 yards. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Herbert on first down now. And the Raiders have got him. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Herbert now.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback?
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Herbert.
Open man, it's Johnston. Touchdown, Chargers.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chargers are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 5. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
A 1st down run there for Jacobs, but nothing doing as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Myers. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16. Back to throw now on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Hey, check that, street.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 111 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. Fights off the defender, and taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Adams. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. Playoff lives at stake. Boy, this is a big one. 3rd down. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Back to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Raiders have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand. Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he will have a Charger 1st down, and that should be the one that gets him to the finish line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. And they will take a knee here. So with that knee, they take care of business in the divisional round. They'll be back here at home next weekend. One more hurdle to get to the big show.
The good feelings, they just keep coming. They get to ride that wave for at least one more week because they have their big prize in their eyes, and that's getting into the Super Bowl. But they have to win next week after winning this one.
Herbert now to throw. Now a deep one for Johnston. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship. And now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden.